Namaskar. This is Seshu Chira. Welcome you all to Hamska Academy. Today we will discuss about how could we reform the democratic setup. In the previous lectures, we learned what are the major challenges that India faces now. How could we reform democracy? Any challenge, any of the challenges are linked to possibilities and reforms. So we need to do certain changes. Then only we can do the reforms. Along with the challenges, we need to think about overcoming the constraints. Generally, all suggestions or proposals about overcoming various challenges to democracy are called democratic reforms or political reforms. So, in order to do any changes, in order to overcome any particular challenge, we need to bring certain changes. These are generally referred as democratic reforms or political reforms. All the countries do not have the same challenge. So we cannot follow the same recipe of political reforms to all the countries, because all countries have different challenges. When we discussed about the challenges, we told them foundational challenge, challenge of expansion, challenge of deepening. So these are three different types of challenges existing in different backgrounds. So we cannot use the same kind of formula for all the problems or challenges to be addressed. So in India, we need to develop some proposal for reforms at national level, but the real challenge is not only at the national level. Some are facing at state level, some are at local level. So in India, we have the problems listed in the previous lecture. So in order to overcome all these, we need to bring certain changes at national level, but the problems which are there at the local level cannot be addressed when we bring changes at the national level. So we need to address the state level concerns as well as the local level concerns. We need to introduce the new laws. What are those new laws? Law that is important to play an important role in the political reforms. It would help to discourage wrong political practices and encourage the good political practices. There should be a law which will discourage the wrong political practices. That's very, very important. The wrongs which the political parties are doing, that has to be discouraged. Legal constitutional changes by themselves cannot overcome the challenges of democracy. If you just bring the laws and you feel that that will overcome the challenge, no, it will not happen. This is like the rules of cricket. If you take an example, we all know there is a rule called LBW, leg before the wicket. Only if you bring this decision and help to reduce their batting tactics, that will not overcome the problem. So we need to think that the quality of cricket should be improved mainly through changes in the rules. This is to be done mainly by the players, coaches and administrators. Simply if you reduce by bringing rules, that does not increase the quality. Similarly, in democratic reforms, we need to carry out certain political activists, political parties, movements, political conscious citizens, involve them and bring the changes so that it reaches to every person. Every person will be aware of it. We need to analyze the result of the law. Once you just bring the law, that is not sufficient. We need to look at the legal changes. Sometimes may lead to counter the productive work. We need to look at them. For example, many states have banned people who have moved more than 2 children from contesting in panchayat elections. Now, this particular move of banning people who have more than 2 children in the panchayat elections has denied or cut off the opportunities of many poor people who have more children. So there should be a law, and there should be analyzing that situation, where and how it is implementing it, what is the after effect of that. However, the best laws are those which will empower people to carry out the democratic reforms. You should become powerful, you should be empowered to do the changes. Those can be considered as good laws. The Right to Information Act can be given as a good example of a law that has empowered people to find out what is happening in the government and act as a watchdog of democracy. It would also help to control and strictly penalize the people, those who are doing the wrong things. So we need to make the laws, we need to analyze the results of the law implementation. Sometimes it can counter the productivity or productive work. We need to check that. From theory to practical, till now we discussed about the lawmaking process. What are the after effects? Democratic reforms are to be brought about principally through political practice. You need to bring the changes which are practiced politically. It has to be practiced politically, not only in principle, not only in the book. It has to be implemented. The main focus of political reforms should be ways to strengthen democratic practice. You need to bring the changes which will strengthen the democratic practices. People should be able to follow that one and implement them. Any proposal for reform should think not only about what is good solution, but also about who will implement it and how. You are giving a solution, but who is going to take care of that? Who will implement them? That has to be checked first. If there is no one to implement it, though you have laws, there will not be any use. So that should be very carefully taken care. The legislature would pass the laws, and the citizens, organization and media needs to implement them. Only just passing the law will not help. They will only be in books, not in reality. Discuss some certain measures to deepen democracy. Here are few measures which can help you to deepen the democracy, like to provide education to all citizens. So once all the citizens get educated, they get aware about education. That brings qualitative changes. People will understand how the rates are coming. People will understand how the government is taking decision. People will be able to analyze what the work is going on. People will be able to exercise their rights once they are educated. Fundamental rights. We all know that we have fundamental rights. But how many of you actually question when they are violated? So we need to make public aware that they have a protection in the fundamental rights, and nobody can take away their fundamental rights. It would increase the faith of the people in the constitution. Third one, the freedom of press. Freedom of press is to express the public opinion by giving views and news on the issues facing in the country. It will make awareness of the people what's happening in the society. It can be used as a feedback by the governments also. Make a note of them and try to correct the mistakes. It would make a best democratic country in the world if we can make the freedom of press accessible to all people and consider the public opinion and do the changes as per that. So these are the steps that can be taken to deepen democracy. We learned that how to deepen the democracy, what are the challenges that we have, how to overcome them, how the laws have to be made, how the law had to be monitored. So all these aspects. Hope you all understood. Any doubts? Please do comment below and consider subscription. Thank you.